Stampers! Today we're going to make this card and we're going to stamp all the 3 layers at the same time. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so I'm going to be using the Gently Falling stamp set, and this is in the clear, and you get the 2-step stamping set, which is the outlined image and the solid image, but we're just going to use the outline image for the card today. So we're going to use these 3 leaves, this one, and this one. And then we're going to use the Pursuit of Happiness. And we're going to use this greeting right here. It says, a grateful heart is a mindspring of happiness. Okay, so here are the layers we're going to use today. Let's start from the bottom. We're going to use the Early Espresso, and this is cut at 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2. It's going to make your base card. Then we're using the Very Vanilla, and this is cut at 4 by 5 1/4. That's going to layer right on top of that. Then the next layer, the Early Espresso, is cut at 3 1/4 by 4 1/2, and then the Very Vanilla is cut at 3 by 4 1/4. And then the last layer, the Early Espresso, is cut at 2 1/4 by 3 1/2, and then the Very Vanilla is cut at 2 by 3 1/4. Okay, so we're going to take the Very Vanilla pieces first. Set these aside. Okay, so what we're going to do first is we're going to take some adhesive, and I'm just going to put a little tiny dab on the 2 smaller pieces just to adhere all 3 layers together. I'm going to position them on the base right where you want them. Okay, so it should look like this with the 3 layers on top of each other. Okay, so the 3 colors we're going to use are the Cajun Craze, Early Espresso, and then the Old Olive. And we're going to stamp our greeting first with the Early Espresso. I'll stamp this right in the center of the little layer. Then we're going to take the larger leaf. I'm going to stamp this with the Early Espresso also. I'm just going to stamp it randomly on all 3 layers at the same time. I love this. Okay, so then the next layer we're going to use is the Old Olive, and we're going to use the little tiny leaf for that one. And we're just going to fill in between the other leaves. Then the next leaf we're going to use the Cajun Craze. And then I'm just going to finish stamping, filling it in. I guess that's it. Maybe one little tiny one up here. Okay. And that's pretty much it. Now we're just going to go ahead and layer all the Very Vanilla pieces together with the Early Espresso. So you're just going to gently remove the top layer. I'm going to put adhesive on that. And you're going to take your Early Espresso. Layer it on that. And then I'm just going to go ahead and layer this right on top of that, lining up the image that we stamped. Then take the next layer, layer that. How easy. Super fun. Okay, that's it. Then we're going to lay this onto the base card. Oh my gosh, that's so beautiful. Okay, so then to finish it off, I'm just going to spray this with some shimmer paint, and this is the Champagne Mist mixed with the rubbing alcohol. And that's it. Don't you love it? Okay, so here's the other one. And then on my blog, I posted, I guess, a few weeks ago using a snowflake. Same idea, just a different stamp set, different colors of cardstock. Okay, thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you later. Bye!